Hello everybody and welcome back to Tekkit Tutorials. This time we're looking at applied energistics, more specifically at the moment at basic and easy storage systems. So we're going to get started right away, and again I won't show you recipes because they're just easy to look up in your what's it called? In your not enough items. So if you're in cheat mode, then you're going to have to press R on one of the things, or most likely you'd be in recipe mode, and then you can just click on whatever you want. So we're going to start with the ME controller, which is that thing, which is, I'm just going to show you here that you can just, if you find it, which is this thing here, that's how you craft it. And obviously there's things that you might not know how to craft, and that you can just look up as well. So yeah, you're going to need to this, otherwise you can't do anything with applied energistics. This is the controller, the main thing that needs it, and this will need power. So, let me just add power to this, and then I'll be back. Okay, we just added a little easy power system using the biofuel generators. So yeah, this needs to be powered, otherwise you don't get any power to your machines, and it won't work. Now, we're going to move on. Let's get out of creative for a second. Let's just throw some stuff out. The next thing you want to do is make an ME chest, which again you can look up how to make, but that's the next thing you want to do. And right now you can't use it, you can't put anything in it, it won't work. What you're going to do is need to make a storage card like one of these. This is a ME 1K storage card, which means it can hold 1024 bytes and or 63 different types of items. Now sometimes like this sign for example has 9 bytes, like all different things have different kinds of amount of bytes, and I don't know how, I'm not quite sure how it works those out, but yeah, there you go. Now you could store stuff in here, but then again, this is the smallest card you can make, and there's this one, the 4K storage card, there's the 16K storage card, and there is the 64K storage card. They have this one has a massive, great storage space, but it does take quite a lot of resources to do, and it's kind of a pain to make them. And yeah, one thing, for some of these recipes you will need any basic processes or advanced processes, like even for the control, oops, that's the wrong button. Nope, that's also the wrong button. Even for the controller you need one of these, and if you look at the recipe for that, and I keep pressing the wrong buttons, you need a redstone diamond chipset, which you need an assembly table for, and that's not really what you want to do. So if you go to the next page here, it will show you can also use advanced processor assembly, which is easily made like this in a normal crafting recipe. And you can just make them and cook them up in a furnace, and it works the same way. They're easy to make until you have a proper assembly table from Buildcraft. I will show you that later probably. And yeah, so next you want to do an ME terminal, so let's just put some stuff into our ME chest in the card here, and we can see all the stuff is accessible from the ME terminal. Say we have lots of stuff in here and want a tank, we just write in tank and it will show you everything that has tank in it. And as you see, these ME cables, these things here, which are, where are you, these things, they are just to connect up between each other. I actually have used blue ones it seems, but you can just use the normal ones as well. They are no different, they work the same way, and yeah, they just work easily. And you need to connect ME stuff up together using these cables. Now you can either just connect them up through one cable that goes into each of the machines, or as you see here, it can go into one and go out the other. It's easy as that. Then the next thing you want to do is an ME drive. It basically holds 10 different, or a maximum of 10 storage units like these. And you can see in here, if the light's orange, that means it's used up all its items type slots, and if it's red, then it's used up all its other slots like the bytes, the actual item slots. So say we take our stuff away from this one. Actually, no. Let's just put the stuff into the 1K storage unit like that. Keep one thing out. Why not? Put this one in here. Let's just take another one. Put that in there as well. And now you can see you can access all the stuff from here, which is all in the ME drive. And you can also, even though there's nothing in the ME chest, Let's just put some random stuff into here. Let's put it into here, and it will put it on one of the drives. And it's put it into this drive, I think. And this, it split them up a bit. But yes, let's put stuff into different drives. Next thing you want to do, quite easy as well. It requires an ME terminal, but it's an ME crafting table terminal. So we actually gonna want something that we can craft. Say we just have some wooden planks here, and we want to make some sticks. So you can just do that, and it will use the items out of your storage system to do that. And you want to make a sign, so you can just put one stick here, wood there, and see, it just uses up the stuff that you have up here, and you can put just stuff right back in. Easy as that. Quite simple. This is a simple way of having a storage system, and say that you can have this over long distances. Say you have multiple buildings that you want to have stuff in, and you don't want to have chests full of stuff in each building and have to run in between if there's one thing not in the other building. These cables don't actually have a specific range, so they can go up to anywhere. So you have another building somewhere over in the distance, you could just put the cable along the ground like this. Somewhere, say you have another building here somewhere, just connect it up, and there you go. You can access all the stuff, take stuff out, put stuff in, and it will store it all on the storage cards where your ME drive with the storage units is in. So that's basically how you make a simple storage system, and we're going to show you some more stuff in Applied Energistics that's a bit more complicated. But for a simple storage system, this is all you need, and it's easy to make. Okay, now we're going to look at a few more things that you can do with Applied Energistics. Now, we have taken all our storage cards out of the storage system, so you won't find any of the stuff that's on the storage card in the storage system anymore. It's still on here, and if you put it back in, you can see it. But still, you can see there's stuff in here, but it's not on the storage card in the ME drive or chest. Look, there's no cards in any of these. So, basically, the stuff that's in there, you can see, comes from these deep storage units and these chests. Now, the way you do that, these deep storage units, they actually come from the Mine Factory Loaded mod, and they're quite easy to use. You just make them, and they store one kind of item, and it can hold up to 2 billion of them, so you usually don't run out of space. Say you want cobblestone from your quarry, you don't want to bin it, maybe you want to use it for something. You can just pump it all into a deep storage unit, and it will just fill up to 2 billion blocks. Now you can see there's different settings here. There's up, down, north, south, west, and east. And the way these work is you can pick which side is for going in and which side is for going out. I have selected up to be out in order for this to work, otherwise it wouldn't work. And you can see up in here we've got 481 cobblestone, and here we've got 192 wood. Actually more than that, because that stock doesn't count. And you can see 256 and 545. That's the stuff from this deep storage unit. Now in this chest we have 64 deep storage units, which are also in there. And in this chest we have some stuff which is also in there. Now the thing that this is called, these are called, oh by the way, you can also, even though it's not on a storage card, you can still take the stuff out. There we go, it's gone. Put it back in, and it should be either in here or in here, yeah. It will put it into, I'm not quite sure how it does it, but it will put it into some space that it finds, and that's what it does. So yeah, this way this works, you need to create an ME storage bus, and then using a crescent hammer, say on here, using a crescent hammer, you can make it face the right way, and then stuff that's in this chest, a whole bunch of random stuff, is also available in the terminal. And that works simple and easy, so you can just have an array of, I don't know, cobblestone, sand, dirt, everything that you want from quarries that you know you're going to get lots of, you just want to store in the same thing. Or even if you have a tree farm and you just want saplings, you can put the saplings in the deep storage unit, and then from the deep storage unit you can move the saplings into bioreactors and stuff to make biopower, which is this biofuel, and out of biofuel you can make power, which works very well. Now there's a few other things that you can do, and in this chest we have a basic export bus and a basic import bus. Now we're going to just go into here, we're going to put the 64K storage unit back into our drive here. It's got nothing on it so far, but if we turn this basic import bus onto here, that will mean you can right click on the chest. No, you can't because it's, but it should be. Yep, you can see it's adding stuff from what was in the chest. Let's just put the input bus on this side and it should work. We need another cable. ME cable. Here, there we go. And you can see it was starting to take stuff out and put it into here. Now this is a basic import bus. It takes one item at a time. There's also fuzzy import bus. Let's put that on here. And that, oops. And that will take stuff faster, I believe. Yeah, it takes it a bit faster. And you can select what different kinds of stuff it takes. Oh yeah, you can use stack modes or use stacks. Like you can use items individually or things, and you can also select if it's active without signal. And you can also select if it only takes a certain amount of items. So let's just take some wood and some cobblestone, and let's put the basic one back in, basic import bus, because that's all we need. And I believe you can also do it with this one, can you? Can you not? I thought you could. No, you can't. Okay, so it's just a fuzzy import bus. This needs to be turned the right way to face this. Then here, we only want cobblestone being taken out, and it will make a clone item, so it doesn't take an item away. And you should see it's only taking out the cobblestone, and it's not going to take out the wood. Move stacks of items. And yeah, any more cobblestone it will take out, so let's take some more cobblestone, put it in here, it moves it straight back out, and puts it somewhere. I don't know if it puts it on the card or in the system, it will put it somewhere. So that's the import bus. And then there's also the export bus. Export bus, I'm not quite sure how this works yet, but let me see, we want cobblestone put in here like that. Oh yeah, it's putting cobblestone into the system. That's all it does. Takes stuff from here, takes the certain item it has, and puts it into the system. That's the export bus for. There's also the fuzzy export bus. That's the import bus. Fuzzy export bus. Move that around there. You can select more kinds of items and move stacks of items, and it's filling all the stacks of stuff into here. So you could have one of these onto this to make sure that all the cobblestone in the storage system also actually is in the deep storage unit instead of on the cards. Because otherwise, if you put cobblestone into the storage system, it will not end up in here, and it'll end up in a chest or on a card. Now there's one more main thing in ME that is very useful and very handy, but also quite hard to make and takes a lot of resources, which is called an autocrafter, where you can basically connect that up, select different kinds of types of recipes and connect them up to furnaces and stuff to cook, automatically cook or craft stuff. But that will be another time, because you wouldn't be at that stage yet, I hope. Like this should start, you should start doing this at very early, because this is an amazing way of storing. And the autocrafter is a bit more late game, and Ferry will be there in that video to talk about that, because he knows about that. I'm not too certain about the autocrafter. So yeah, that was it for Applied Energistics for now. There will be more, but that's it for now.